What's up, guys? Amazing day today. Got great stuff to share. Let's talk about what happened today. I did something crazy last night and it paid off. Here we go. Let's jump in. Released this list today on all my picks the last couple of weeks. Some long-term holder like Ethos. Quite a few of these, if not half of these, I jumped in last night at crazy timing. Even I was wondering if I was crazy, but I was just getting all these mental signals as I looked at the charts and talked about the market, and I just felt it, and I took a bunch that I made off of part of my substratum cash-in and spread it on these again, revisited these, and amazing outcome happened. Here I put the percentages together, and then we'll look at the charts, but check this out. These are the gains. This has been running for a while, but these, I made this overnight on what seemed to be overbought. Overbought, but they weren't. There was room to run because these are great picks, and let's talk about why that is. Back to the charts. Okay. Obviously a great market day, as y'all probably saw your own selves. Phenomenal gains. Cardano 36%, number 15 on the list. EOS 25, that's one of mine. Anyway, we'll look at the market in a second. I want to jump through this list here and talk about how I bought some overbought cryptos and it paid off. We got Raiden. Bought in here. I felt it. I did not feel Raiden was going to turn down. The popularity is so high. Everybody talks so highly about Raiden Network. Late last night, jumped in, kaboom, monster gains. I don't recommend that always, almost never. Great gains. Substratum has been playing insane game. I rebought in the dip here. I was going to catch this dip here because there's supposed to be big news this week still. This dip popped up here. I thought it was over for me. My intention was I had to sell on Friday because I was going to be busy all weekend. I couldn't watch this, and it broke my heart to miss a big chunk of this. Sunday I wanted to get back in. Turned out today I was able to get in right there. We're making some gains, and tomorrow I have no doubt we're going to have some more play because there's news coming out. For Substratum, it is now a crowd favorite. It didn't take much. See, moving on. Block Mason Credit Protocol. Been eyeballing this one for quite some time. It just has a good look and feel as far as the image they're putting out and the product they're working on. I'm not going to get into it. We're going to just talk about the chart right now. They're playing good even game. I liked it. It's graduating upward. Well, I was locked up in Substratum. Missed the first chunk again. Bought in last night. Somewhere around here. And kaboom. We're up. I don't usually play into things like this. But this market is nuts. And wow, the paydays. It's blowing my mind. EOS. I was promoting here. Caught two different chunks. Last night I'm thinking EOS is not ready to go down. I know it. Fourth insane pick. Got in right there. 196 up to 245. 266. Simmering down a little bit. I wouldn't mind solding up here, but just don't feel in a rush right this second. You never know. Tomorrow could be a red day. We don't know. Some of these wins can reverse. After I make this video, I don't know. My mind might settle and I might sell half of these. Because these days are so good. You know, they treated me so right. But I might hang on to one or two. We'll see. Quant Stamp. I'm not gonna hide the bad decision among a ton of good ones. Quant Stamp, I had the similar feeling. Quant Stamp's not over, crowd favorite. Yes, it's early, fresh off the ICO, but it's like we got room to run, and then they released that news. It's the Quant Stamp hold program. They're going to try to reward people for holding their crypto for long term. It's a great idea. I'm constantly thinking about markets and how they operate, and it's a good, interesting concept to build a sort of a merit system to where supporters get rewarded every step of the way. But it reminds me of the dividend system in the stock market, which is absolute garbage. I know it had its place back in history, but if you're sitting around waiting for dividends in the stock market, you're like the biggest dummy in the market. They don't pay dividends. If anything, paying out dividends just reduces the income for the stock and lowers the stock price. That's what I could go on and on about it. But anyways, QuantStamp wants to reward the holders, and it's a fantastic thing, and it may play a factor in it. But why didn't QuantStamp pump again yesterday? It's because this news was long awaited of the whole program. We didn't know what the news was going to be. The whole program is not sparking this market. The crypto market and the crowd, cutting edge, hungry. They want change yesterday. Who doesn't? It's the opposite of the stock market and the way those big old slow businesses move. So the whole program, it did not woo the crowds. We didn't get our pump. I'm not down on QuantStamp. It's a great crypto idea, and I'm sure they're going to follow through, but we just didn't get that pump today. So that was my minus 5% dud. Wow, I don't even call that a dud. I'll park money into something that might only lose 5% just to stay safe for a night. I also bought into Sonam, but it's moving down. I was talking to somebody about that in a group, and Sonam is nice, but we need news to push it. I'm going to talk about that one a little more later. I'll have all my stuff together with that because I want to talk about it in conjunction with another crypto. That's going to be in another video. But this is the coin cap, the market cap talk. Let's go ahead while I'm here. Let's go ahead and pop into the market and just have a little look-see. Have some fun together. Bitcoin, yep, almost 8%. Ethereum, 485, up 6%. Will it hit 500? How could it not? Anybody have $1 billion to toss in there real quick just to make it touch 500? It's running. Bitcoin Cash up 8%. I don't think anybody's saying the flippening anymore. I don't see it happening. Saw some interesting junk mail passing through. Some people are still believers in it, but here we are. Bitcoin is almost up to 10 grand. Everyone's asking, will the market correct? I've seen it asked 14 times today in the group, and of course it could, but we don't know. You need $1 billion to be able to push that around. Will it deflate? Remember, everybody buys Bitcoin to buy altcoins. Most of the trade volume's in Bitcoin. I'm not worried about going anywhere, but I don't park money in Bitcoin. I know there's a batch of you out there that's just like me. I don't want to see money in Bitcoin at 8 grand go down to 5 grand real quick. I'm not interested in that motion. I'm always looking for what's going up. Okay. EOS 26, awesome. H-share, I just keep seeing H-share having good days here and there. Let's pop in and look at that chart. Another 9%. Fantastic. Good play action. Look at that. They had that little mimic of that pattern you see in the history of a lot of charts after the summer. But that's just now. Bitconnect taking a little dive. How is Bitconnect diving when Bitcoin is thriving? Maybe their little bot, it didn't pan out. I don't know. I don't buy Bitconnect. I think if you were somebody that bought in there, I think there's too many people just sitting here waiting for Bitconnect to crash. And I find that this is an interesting period for it. Why is Bitconnect going down when Bitcoin's going up if they're tied? Anyways, I'm not going to waste my breath on that one. The cred is 30%. Look at that. That's insanity right there. Anybody going to buy up here? I don't recommend it. Oh, what do you even do? Let's zoom in. Jeez, no, that is just a straight shot. That's a Moonbeam right there. From $34 to $66. I mean, a doubling when the price was already that high. I don't even know the news to push that. Maybe one of you guys does. I'm not looking it up. Artur, 28%. Look at that. Artur up 28%, and it's the 28th crypto on the list. Exactly 28%. Jeez, another monster. From 19 cents to 35. Hey, we did better on Substratum than that the other day. Golem, still in the action, 27%. Oops. Oh, poor Golem. I know there's some Golem fans out there. They just look subject to so many pump and dumps. I can't get in on that. This reminds me of the Trig chart. We're talking about Trig in the groups today. Let's jump to Trig. And then we'll continue. %30. You wish you got in here. Woo! But look at these little pump and dump angles. You know, it might not be Trig's fault. It might be groups and tubers popping that, but they're saying Trig might have big news. Maybe possibly a contract with NASA. I don't know why NASA of all things, but so, Trig has to do with firearms and registering firearm gunshots and transferring information so that, you know, your fellows in arms know where those shots occurred, which would be ideal for war scenarios, I suppose, and law enforcement. All it'll take is one big contract to make Trig blow up, but at what point do you buy? Not now, right? Would you buy here after 2 pump and dumps? The Trig chart's been scary. That's why I looked at it and walked away. It is also a combat crypto, which is not really my favorite. I'm more into the tech side of this. Wasn't intended to invest in wartime technologies when I got into crypto, so Raiden, which we talked about. Let's look at that chart again. Raiden is one of the exemplary chart. It's pretty much insane. The first 16 days of its life has been unchallenged whatsoever. That's what speed will do, and Raiden promises speed, much like Universa, which is it's the only ICO I've just bought in without thinking twice, and I bought in so early. I'm just sitting here waiting for the Universa release. Still probably like 15 days away. I feel like I've been waiting forever, even though it's only been a couple weeks. Power Ledger. Such a monster last week. Where's it? Simmering down. Well, it needed to. It's not simmering very hard or very fast. It's got its own little support bracket around 60 cents. I don't know. What do you see? Something like this? One piece of news, though. Power is crowd happy. One piece of news could get it popping again. Who knows? Who knows where our target will be, but I don't think it's going to be down here. I don't expect to see power go down there. If I see the right moment, I would buy in again. 10x popping at 13%. I almost wanted to park some money in 10x, treat it like Tether. Sometimes I look for these charts that are guaranteed almost stable with a positive uptrend, and I park money in there overnight like Tether, but I've made a couple 5-10% losses on those lately, and it disappoints me, even though you don't even feel that. So I've been doing Tether a little more. It is what it is. 10x, credit card, crypto. Well, there's more credit cards coming. I don't know if 10x is going to be able to raise the hype about itself the way it did during its introductory period, because it's a credit card. It's only available, I think, in Europe still. Don't quote me on that, but can't get it in the States. Okay, let's move on. Salt blasting at 10%. Nice shelf. I mean, anybody that sees a shelf like that has all the reason in the world to give it a shot at some point. The only problem with shelves like that is you could be waiting a long time. But I like seeing these before an action like this, because right here, Salt gets a piece of news, it's going up here. Because we got stability. People trust that. Vivix. Always keep an eye on Vivix. It was one of the earlier cryptos that I heard about, and as far as a both awesome and gruesome chart, that's why I stay away from Vivix. You don't want to buy there, bam. You don't want to buy there, bam. There, bam. You go down like that. Vivix is volatile. It's like a super volatile version of Neo, which is already super volatile. Anyways, Vivix had a good day. Good for Vivix. SC. Master decline. It's finally seen its action again. Maybe it'll find a new price home. That mountain is going to loom behind SC for quite some time, giving people no clue how to deal with the chart. But they're having good days sometimes, and maybe that'll bring them back around. Next, NXT, 51%. I'm not sure, but does that make it the winner of the day in the top 50? I think it does. NXT. Did anybody catch that whole ride? Anybody? Oh, man. Whoever bought here is a genius. How in the world? Look at that volume. Not much. 18 million drove it. Yeah. They'll do 4 million, 3 million on an average day. It's legit. I don't even know what to say about when I see things like that. They make me give me pause, you know? Who's the guy that bought in here? You guys buy these dips? I buy these dips sometimes. I feel like an idiot sometimes when I do it. But they do pay off sometimes, and looks like you could have caught a monster ride on NXT. Okay, number 50, Syscoin with a 13%, and we're going to call it a day on the coin cap. It's another just What is that? What is this chart? That's not a chart I invest in at any point in time. I wouldn't touch it. Players might play, but see, if you bought here thinking it was another point, you just get smoked like that on charts like this. I don't know what news Syscoin had going for today, but the chart activity was insanity. They more than doubled some of their highest volume days of the past. What is going on with... Let's check it. It's the last one. Okay. Syscoin had some releases. No, this is the old. Let's go to the last. Masternodes released on testnet. The old Masternode announcement. It's made people some money. That's how I got on big on Zios. Syscoin Masternodes. I don't know the details. I'm not looking into it. I don't set up Masternodes. I might someday, but why? When I'm having so much fun trading. Okay, that's it for the coin market cap. Showed off my winners. Winner, winner. Guys, I want you to make trades like this too. I want you to get in on these. I'm trying to be decided to be more open with my some of my calls, and I didn't want to sit here and just promote a single coin to you and have you get in and wait for 2 months. I've ridden that ride. That's why I made this graphic today for my Crypto Gazer Facebook page, YouTube combo. I'm going to start showing off. I'm gonna start showing off the ways I'm gonna make money and the ways you're gonna make money and the ways I'm gonna help you make some money. Cause this is a ride we all get to ride together. That's why everybody shares in the crypto world. You get in, you tell me, I get in, it helps you, we help each other. I love it. I love this. 1,000 times better than the stock market, which never go back to it if I don't have to. Anyways, win. Look forward to doing more. Showing each other some stuff, guys. Look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Peace. I'm out.